It makes you think, doesn't it? It's interesting that before TikTok converted to TikTok, it was Musically, and all of a sudden they changed it to TikTok. And I always found it interesting because it changed. I can't remember if it changed 2018, 2019. It was somewhere around those later years, right before the pandemic hit. And they changed it to TikTok like a clock. And then all of a sudden the pandemic hit. TikTok blew up out of the blue. Everybody was on TikTok. And now everybody on TikTok is starting to be able to connect to everybody else around the world and find out the truth about time and calendars and put all the pieces together. I think TikTok was definitely done on purpose. I think it definitely was part of the plan to be able to expose the truth, for sure. They say that in the end of times, Jesus won't come back until everybody has heard the word from every ends of the planet, which I always found interesting because, what's the truth? Like, that's what they said, like, until everybody hears the truth, Jesus won't come back. Now, I don't think that Jesus is actually going to come back in the physical form, like come from the heavens and come down, even though that's what we've been taught in the Bible. What I think is that it's the age of Aquarius is us reaching higher consciousness. So it's us being Christ-like. It's, acting like Jesus. Because in all of these past 100 years or so or more, we have lost that. We have stopped being Christ-like. We have, made religion and politics a very big divide in our country. We fight about it. It has caused a lot of deaths, a lot of destruction. Honestly, our country is the root of all evil, and I've known this as a kid, and I always tried to tell people this, and they're like, you're crazy. America's amazing. We're the best country in the world. Everybody wishes they could be here. Why don't you move out of the country then? And it's like, I was a kid, but I just knew that America was the cause of a lot of wrong in this world. A lot of brainwashing, a lot of propaganda, a lot. Of course, there's other evil in other parts, which, we can get into, some of that stuff. But the United States is involved with a lot. It controls a lot of what goes on in this world and is connected to the other stuff that is evil and causing a lot of damage on this planet. So I just find it interesting that, they changed Musically to TikTok. Everybody got on it, and all of a sudden now the times are messing up and the clocks and the calendar. And it's interesting because I have always been obsessed with clocks. As a kid, I started wearing watches when I was like 10. I've always had a watch on. I've always wanted a clock wall. I am obsessed with analog clocks, so I feel like it's all making sense to me now.